1992.
Okay.
Earlier in the
1992.
days, Grammys. A lot of people feel y'all got robbed that year. And what you guys were a best
was a
R&B
baby.
performance by group at the Grammys. Did y'all expect to win as well?
To be honest, where
Because y'all had two hits prior to that year.
yeah, we were just happy to be in the Grammys, and we did win a Grammy that year.
Okay.
So it was fine. We
So
did.
y'all wasn't pissed. Y'all
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
It takes a lot to piss us off. Like honestly,
Saying to be real mellow,
honestly, we laugh at like shit that happened that people normally shouldn't laugh at. Prime example, and this is what I was going to get to. Where we really got robbed was when we were nominated for One Sweet Day. with
Oh
Mariah.
yeah. That's a classic.
At that time, it was the longest running #1 single in Billboard history.
Yeah.
16 weeks, right? We were nominated, I think, for 8 Grammys.
Wow.
Damn.
Sick.
no. Y'all didn't win it. Y'all didn't win
not
a Grammy
one?
that year?
Not one.
Y'all know that. Y'all know they be
Yeah,
capping,
Not
man.
one.
Yeah.
And that was around the time where the Celine Dion Titanic song
Yeah.
was out.
Oh
And
yeah,
she
well I
just
mean,
killed everybody.
bro, come on now. Celine Dion, that Titanic song that came out. Yeah, I mean, you weren't gonna win that, and you know the Grammys is politics. It's it's all about who you know and how they want to make those decisions. But in Celine Dion's defense, that was a big song, and that movie tied along with that. I mean, come on, I get it.
But not one.
Not one?
But yeah, still,
We were confused, but at the end of it, no, I remember it because it was funny because, and Mariah probably don't think this funny, but I mean, Mariah, it's funny now. It's like, but when every commercial break would happen, Mariah would get up and change. So she would go from one gown to another gown to another gown to another. So, she thinking she gonna go up on stage and
Yeah.
accept her award and all this other stuff. And the last one showed up and she didn't win. She was pissed off. You know what we did? Laughed. Just laughed.
How she
We
feel
just
about that?
kind of. I mean, I haven't spoken to her. Honestly, I don't really know because we haven't really talked about that. I haven't spoken to Mariah about that. But the four of us, we was like, we just laughed it off. It's
No
kind of
big
like
deal.
because at the end of the day, it's like, all right, well, what are we gonna do?
Right.
We know that was something. There was a chink in the matrix there.
Yeah.
Why,
Of course.
we don't know.
of course,
But we weren't
bro.
going to worry ourselves about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
We went back on out on the road and toured.
Yeah, well, guess what? There's still some chinks in the matrix there.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, ain't much really
there's-
changed.
Yeah. We're in the third movie of the Matrix right now.
So yeah, even far back as 1992, black entertainers have been robbed at the Grammys. Of course, the infamous Will Smith incident where, they didn't allow them to even accept their award on TV. You know what I mean? So, it's always going to be that type of bias. But let's be honest. Boyz II Men in the 90s, even though I was a kid, Boyz II Men in the 90s was like the quintessential R&B. They were the original begging in the rain for your love type of R&B. You don't really hear that type of R&B no more. I mean, of course, everything is kind of a mixture of hip hop and trap, but R&B in the 90s was special. And it's crazy to think that that song that they have, Mariah, did not get an award, even though it was nominated 8 times. So it's pretty much, we acknowledge you, but we're not going to actually let you win. R&B music in the 90s was special with the whole New Jack Swing. And I love the women in the 90s that were coming out. Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, the Toni Braxtons. And, you had the Jodeci's, which was more so hip-hop and R&B. But then you had the Boyz II Men. Like, we really had authentic music coming out. And I think it was more so because of the artist development at the time. Like, record labels knew that they would get a big return on their investment because of how the industry was set up, selling CDs. People would have to go to the store and actually purchase it. So yeah, you would put more energy and work into your artists because you know that there's a big return on your investment, especially if they talented. Nowadays, it's not really like that. You can set up a mic in your bedroom, post on TikTok, go viral, and the labels will call you, but they don't really put a lot of development into artists nowadays. And like they said, we're in the third part of the Matrix movie right now, which is the industry with the streaming and independent artists not really making a lot of money from streaming, you know what I'm saying? So it's a very tricky place. You even got music artists now trying to be streamers. Ain't that crazy? I saw a tweet from Polo G, even though he's not R&B, but I saw a tweet from Polo G yesterday, and he was like, hey man, I'm looking to get into streaming. Like, how can I get into that? I heard that it pays better than rap. And right now I agree. I don't even think as an independent artist, man, if you're doing it by yourself, you're not really making no money off music. You know, even me, I make music, but I kind of treat it more like a hobby now. It's something that I do, yes, but it's extremely hard to make a full-time living off of music if you're just doing it yourself. You know what I mean? It's damn near impossible, because what is a percentage of a penny? How am I making a percentage of a penny off a stream? Like, how does that even work? But those are the rules now, because, you know, the streaming companies and the labels are in bed with each other. And then that all ties into the awards and the Grammy nominations and who gets an award. You know what I mean? So this stuff been going on for years, and it ain't gonna stop. But yeah, man, it's thankyouriez. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all be safe, stay carefree, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.